Hello everybody, it's me again, Steve Rogers Lim. Thanks for joining me in my channel and video. So I have with me here the Mark 6 special edition die-cast version of the Iron Man, which appeared in the Avengers movie. And of course this will be my review video of this excellent figure, or I would say amazing figure. Now, I think first impression, the figure definitely looks great, and I think there's always a special feeling or special attachment to the Marks 1 all the way to 7. They are obviously the iconic Iron Man, and I think the overall figure or overall first impressions are very good. Now maybe let me bring the figure even closer. If you can look at this figure, right, there's quite a lot of weathering. And if you don't already know this, right, the Iron Man figures, especially the die-cast ones, they are all uniquely painted by the different painters, or I would say the factory workers. If I'm not wrong, it's after all a factory production in a factory line. So I think the weathering effects are unique or slightly different with each figure. I mean, definitely you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I know of with my frequent visits of the Facebook pages, whether it's the Facebook groups or the official Hot Toys website or other sources of reading material. So, because why am I saying this, right? I think that previously when I first unboxed my Mark 46, I was vigorously comparing it with the official picture that was found in the Hot Toys website, so I find it very different. And then I came to realize that, hey, actually each figure is quite different in their painting, or I would say paint job. So the weathering effects are quite good. Gives the figure a good feeling and very authentic or real to the movie. Now, as I was handling this figure, I can feel that it's quite heavy. Very characteristic of all the die-cast figures, and especially the die-cast Iron Man. And there are parts where I can feel that there are some are plastic, some are metal. So I think if you don't already know this, you will know that the die-cast figure is actually made of a combination of both plastic and metal parts. I think if it's entirely made of metal, it would definitely be costing much more than this. Even the accessories, right, you can take a look here, quite a lot of them. Combination of plastic and metal actually. It's quite easy to feel. So maybe before I move on to the accessories itself, I think this is a great figure to own. Maybe just a quick note here, this can be removed quite easily and put back quite easily as well. So just now I nearly dropped the helmet or the head sculpt here, so you gotta be careful. And then this is quite easily removable. You can feel that it is made of, sorry, oops, I just dropped it. Actually made of magnet, so it can be quite easily put back. You can see here, let me focus. It can be quite easily put back or attached and easily removed. Yep. So there's a magnetic there. And actually this part, right, it can also be removed. So there you have it, the default head sculpt there. So there's also weathering on the mask. Now on to the accessories, right? So you can see here, I've placed them all here. And these two are the only shoulder parts where they can be attached or removed from the existing figure. And all these are all the missiles they are shooting from the arm, the forearm. Maybe a closer look here. So as I was touching these parts, right, some of them feel very plastic, some are metallic. So I think this is already the best figure to own since it's die cast. So I mean, it's very difficult to have, or it is impossible to get all the parts in metal, because the plastic versions definitely will not be as die cast as this version. So this is already the die cast version. So as mentioned earlier, I think it will be more expensive if the figure is made out of entirely metal. So here I have the hands, extra hand sets. So there's actually 3 more pairs here altogether, and then the extra battle damage chest plate. Feels quite plastic if you ask me. So it's definitely, as mentioned, a different combination of plastic and metal. And then this is the only head sculpt that's available. So right, it's actually interchangeable. Let me bring the figure here. So you can actually plug this out and place it here. So it's magnetic as well. There you go, it fits nicely. So depending on which head sculpt you really want to use or pose with. And then this is of course the light up special edition accessory that only comes with the special edition version of the die-cast Mark 6 figure. And of course here we have the battle damage mask. So of course we can place it here on the Tony Stark head sculpt. Tony sculpt. And of course it can be placed, and it's interchangeable with the original head sculpt mask. Let me pluck it out there with both hands instead of one. There you go, fits nicely. So there is actually a lot of different combinations we can have here. So definitely a plus point to take note of. The Hot Toys is giving us quite a few choices here when it comes to the head sculpt. Different combinations here to this figure. So definitely digging into this figure, really growing on me. And then here I wanted to show this to everyone. This a laser beam kind of shootout, right? As in it shoots out from the hands. So there's 2 pieces here. So it's supposed to attach it to this version of the hand. Let me bring it closer. Yep. So you're supposed to fix it on. And there you go. So it really depends on how you want to pose or even play with this figure. So this shooting beam is quite long. So I think a word of caution. Careful not to break it, of course. It's quite soft. Of course it's made of plastic. So of course the batteries are included over here. Now maybe I want to move on to the diorama stand. Now it is really a simplified version of the spinning rims gantry. So it's definitely not the actual size or not the actual ratio, but I think Hot Toys is really giving us consumers or collectors, how do I put it, different bases or diorama bases to set each figure out from one another, not just from the figure but the diorama stands as well. So I think Hot Toys is really thoughtful and creative or effortful, for that matter. Really spends the effort and its resources to create different bases as much as they can for their collectors. Of course, we all know that there are times where Hot Toys has also reused their bases, like the Civil War movie promo Captain America and the one in I can't remember what's the figure's name. So I think it doesn't matter, because I think as collectors also we need to give and take, and I think without Hot Toys our lives would be so boring. So thank God for Hot Toys and their creative team, production team. So maybe let me place everything together again. So there are really quite a lot of combinations that you can put all these missiles, be it on the arm or the shoulder area. So for me, right, I'm no expert in posing Iron Man, so usually I'll go for the default version. So I think it's really up to individual choice or preference how you want to play or display or pose your figure. I think some people really like it with all the weapons up in the attacking or fighting mode. And if I might add a nice art box there. So this series of art boxes, right, they are unique or characteristic to the die-cast versions of the Mark 1. In fact, no, not Mark 1, sorry, the Mark 2 onwards. There's quite a lot of die-cast versions of the Iron Man already. So usually the box is, the bottom half is there, so you take out from the top half. I think I'm more or less done with this review video. So if you can, you should try to get this, of course, if you are like me, wanting to complete your first 7 die-cast. Of course, currently the Mark 1 is still not in die-cast, even though they have created versions 1.0 and 2.0. And the price is pretty high. So if you can get it below 1,000 Sing dollars, I think it will be a pretty good deal, a good catch already. So if you could, do get them in brand new condition, of course. I think there's a lot of open up or BIB back in box versions. Gotta be prudent there on who is selling it or who is the seller if you do want to get a second hand or open one before. So all the best for everyone who wants to get this figure, and of course my recommendation is do go get it. So there you have it, everyone. Review for the Mark 6. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope it has been useful or comprehensive for you to decide on this figure. And for those who are just enjoying this video, I hope it has been enjoyable for you. Hope you can join me in my next video, and of course there will be a comparison video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'm signing off now. Don't stop collecting. Goodbye.